Hello and welcome to the Adelaide PSychic Fair information session number 12. And this is, well, our 200th show as well, because I've done a number of other shows up until now. And today is number 200. So whoop-de-doo, I've managed to crack the 200, which I think is pretty good, pretty smart. Now, my name is Roy Fensham. I'll put that up there so that you will have some idea of where I'm coming from. Now, I run Moon and Mask. I also do the spiritual and wellness fairs, as well as the Adelaide Psychic Fair. At the moment, this particular broadcast is about the Adelaide Psychic Fair, basically because we do this every third week of the month. Due to COVID and a couple of other things clashing, we are doing this on the second week for September. So it will be open from 10 o'clock until 3 o'clock on the 12th and 13th of September. This is at 230 Flinders Street in the city, and we have a range of healers, jewelers, psychics, different events depending on who's available and who can make it. We'll always see a different variety of people coming in and supplying their talents and services. Now, as to, we've got the where and when out the way, and I will now throw my name to the wind so that we can put up there, whoop, yep, there it goes, so that we can put up there the Facebook page, which we have, facebook.com Adelaide Psychic Fair. You're more than welcome to go there and see what is happening each month, as well as who is likely to be coming along to the particular fair that's on. October, we're already seeing people drift along and book their names and titles in for October. And December is looking good as well. So we've had to do a little bit of extra work with the corona, so that when you come in, you will need to sign into the fair, just place your name and some sort of contact. It only lasts for about a fortnight. And then, excuse me, if there's been no response from anybody about having coughs, colds or COVID, those particular names and contacts are deleted, gone, destroyed. We also have a COVID hygiene marshal, which will be around, and that is basically to make sure that with the slightly increased number of stalls, that people still have sufficient room to walk around without clashing into each other. It's also for the fact that to make sure that the stall holders themselves are keeping up with the cleaning and disinfecting of the areas where customers may be spending some time. As with the tarot readers or psychics, once you've finished, we try to encourage the psychic or the card readers to just spray the area with a bit of disinfectant. It's not to be rude, it's simply to make sure that the next person who comes in has an area which has been disinfected. And so we will have a marshal there. Just look out for the person that's wearing the purple vest, and that will certainly be, if you've got some inquiries, you can certainly have a talk to the person in the purple vest. And they should also have the little lanyard on, which will make it even a little bit more interesting. Now, to give you some idea of the people that are going to be there, I'm going to flash up that that one. We'll keep that running so that we have something to work with. I'll just tilt that down a little bit more so that we've got plenty of room for me to get my ugly dial on the camera. Now, first off, BD Kunz. BD Kunz does a range of diffusers and humidifiers and some beautiful oils. If I remember rightly, it's Young Living. So if you have questions about oils and any of the uses of oils or how much to use in the diffuser, BD is probably the person that you want to have a bit of a chat with. And she will go out of her way to make sure that you have the right oil for the right reason, whether it be stress relief or whether it is simply as a fragrance in the area to make you feel more relaxed. Beatty will do a brilliant job of making sure that you're catered to, and she has a wide range of diffusers, so there's something there for just about everybody. So consider that. Come along, have a talk with Beatty about the oils and see how much Beatty can help you out. Next, we have Faye Baldock. Now, Faye is usually there, but recently she has had some health problems, and so there may be somebody else on the stall. But these are designs by Faye, which are normally bracelets, anklets. There is some pendulums, I believe. So these are all done with natural stones and in the way of like carnelian or shungite, obsidian, all the essential stones that you would use for cleansing, cleaning, energy, clarification, good communication. All of these are done in bracelets. There's a couple of sizes. She normally does one size for women, and there is another size for men. So I know that for sure because I have a slightly larger wrist and require just a couple of extra beads in there. And if the size is wrong, have a talk with whoever happens to be on the stall on the day, and I'm sure that they can arrange to have a bracelet or whatever you need made in the size that you require or the stone that you require. So have a talk to Faye's Design by Faye, and if you go to the Psychic Fair site, the Adelaide Psychic Fair site, you'll see Faye's link there, and you're more than welcome to drop into her page, her Facebook page, and if you have questions, you're more than welcome to ask those of Faye as well. She would love to hear from you, I know. Now, we have a double act. The next two are Leah Gooding and Christy. Leah Gooding does the some massage, and she does some readings. Most of it, I would say, is the massage aspect or Reiki aspect. And she has the massage table there to do the Reiki on it. She is from Mid-Coast Healing. So she actually comes a long way down from down south in the southern suburbs. And she does a brilliant job of offering relaxation, massage, and Reiki. So have a talk with Leah. Now, if you're interested in the cards, the oracle, and the likes of that, you need to talk to Christy because she is with Tapestry Tarot. Excuse me. And the work that they both do is excellent. The readings are very precise that I've found for myself. You are welcome to go onto either the site for Leah Gooding or Tapestry Tarot, Mid-Coast Healing, and make bookings to make sure that you have the opportunity to have either a Reiki healing or a tarot reading. Sometimes they, depending on the weekend, it can be very busy, in which case you may have to wait a while if you're a walk-in. Or you can simply go onto the site for these people and you can book ahead so that they know at a particular time that you're going to be there, and that that time will be kept for you so that you can benefit from not having to waste a couple of hours. I don't say waste so much as there's so much there to see and browse that I doubt that you're going to waste your time. You're always going to find something of interest. Now, if you happen to be waiting for a reader or a psychic reading, then you can always get a quick bite to eat from Evie's Grecian Delights. She will be there on the Saturday and Sunday. And they have some beautiful food. The baklava is to die for. So have a talk with Evie. And I'm sure that when you see the range of product that she has there, that you will just quietly have a couple of bites to eat and disappear outside for 5 minutes so that you can finish it. That will be one of the problems with the COVID regulations. We can't offer a lot of seated area, so there is space outside to just wander around near the shed and polish it up, or you can just have a quick bite to eat as you're wandering around the shed. Now, the next one up is Moon and Mask. Now, Moon and Mask has crystal singing bowls. There are metal singing bowls, smudge items, incense items, incense holders, backflow holders, and backflow incense. A lot of range of the fragrant things that you want in your house. The backflow elements are for those sacred spaces where you want to spend 10 or 20 minutes just watching something to release the tension, release the anxiety, and put a backflow incense on the top and just watch the smoke release down and pool in the bottom. There's many varieties. You're more than welcome to have a chat at the stall and see which one would fit your particular needs. So that's another area of catering to your needs and your spiritual aspects for yourself. And it's at $2.50 a box. There are there's hundreds of incense available, but there's about 60, I think, that will be on show at the time. So you're more than welcome to ask questions about what particular fragrance might match in with what you want to do in the way of relaxation, meditation, enlightenment, cleansing. All of these have different fragrances or aspects that can be used with incense. So keep that in mind. Come along on the 12th and 13th of September, 10 o'clock until 3 o'clock, 230 Flinders Street in the city. Now we have Paul Caperna. Now Paul used to do card readings, and that was a brilliant aspect, and he did quite a good deal with the readings. But he has now put his talents to the psychic aspect. So he now does mediumship. I've not had a mediumship reading from Paul, but I have had a card reading from Paul, and he tends to be very direct and very to the point. So if you would like to have a reading with Paul, I think Paul is only going to be doing the Saturday on this occasion. So make sure that you book ahead, because there's like only about 8 to 10 people per day that can be sure of getting a reading with Paul. So take the time to go onto Paul Caperna's page, make a booking, let him know that you're going to be there on the Saturday and what time, and see if he can fit you in to his bookings. Next, we have Tracy Frederick, who is from the Oracle Room. Now, Tracy will be taking Paul's place on Sunday. So it's imperative again, if you have ever had a reading with the Oracle Room, that you book ahead if it's only one day, because generally, as I say, there's a limited number of people who can get the readings from Tracy. So go onto the Oracle Room page on Facebook and make your booking over the next couple of days, because come the end of next week, the fair will be on, and there may not be enough time for walk-ins, unfortunately. So just consider that before you come along. Tell your friends, look, bring your friends in and have a look and let us know what it is that you would like to see. You will find my face there. So if you see me, you're more than welcome to come over and say, look, we saw you on the broadcast. We think we would like to see X, Y, or Z at the markets. Is it possible to get some of these people or these services brought in? If it's possible, we will do our best to make sure that we can get some in. With Christmas coming up, now is a good time to be thinking about the unusual gifts that are available. And to that end, you might want to have a talk with, he's known as Gary Feathers, doesn't like his last name used, and that's all right. A lot of the readers use pseudonyms and aliases, so what's wrong with that? Gary Feathers, he does something a little bit different with the feathers. Depending on the bird, depends on the aspect in your life that that feather relates to. Now, what happens is there is a collection of feathers. You get to choose a particular bundle, and then Gary will let you know what those aspects are that are either coming into your life or moving out of your life, and how best to use that information. So this is something a little bit different. People have crystals, they have salt lamps, they have angel cards, angel readings, little angels, and here's just something else that's, I carry mine on my heart drum, and I've got another one on one of my other drums. But the idea is that you find a place for these particular feathers, and they represent what's going on in your life at the time. Now we have Denise Murphy, who I am terrible at. I'll come back to Denise, I think, because I want to be sure that I give Denise the time that she requires. We have Katerina Lenasic, who is doing light language, and that in itself is an aspect that if you've never had somebody who does light language, then it is possibly something that you should experience. To that end, it sounds a little bit like gibberish, honestly. I don't want to be rude to Katerina, but it does sound, everybody does it differently, and it does sound like gibberish. But the idea is that what is coming through is coming direct from the angelic to Katerina, and from that, Katerina speaks in the light language that is the higher frequency. Now, what she has to do is basically convert that into a language which is much slower for us to understand. So be your true self is about connecting with yourself, with the aspects that are coming from the angelic. So if you happen to want to have something different, it's not just a reading, it's an extension of the angelic that's coming to you. And if you've never had an aspect of somebody who does light language, you might want to check out some of the previous videos that we've done on the Adelaide Psychic page or the Spiritual and Wellness page. and you'll be able to see Katerina's interview on the My TV Live World Spirit. So that's another area where you can go on and catch one of or at least some of Katerina's work. She also does broadcasts on her own Facebook page. So that's another area where you can go to. Now, to be fair to Denise Murphy, she's coming along with some jewelry, and I think on this occasion, if I remember rightly, she's only doing the Sunday. So this is some jewelry trees, the little copper and gold brass wire trees with the crystal extensions on the end. There are necklets, there are bracelets, there are pendulums, there are a multitude of jewelry items which Denise does. So I wanted to make sure that I got the correct aspect for Denise, because she does have some brilliant stuff. And if you're bringing the children along, she normally has a couple of the children's dips where for $1 or $2 you can pick up an item for your children. The lucky dips are they go off pretty quick for the children there, because Denise is probably the only one that is doing the lucky dips for the children at this point. Next we have Diana Hutchison. Now Diana is a very good author and writes a number of good books on, I guess you would call it self-help. But you can have a talk with Diana about her books, or you can sit down with Diana and have a reading. To that end, again, I would stipulate, please, if you can, go onto Diana's site, make a booking so that she knows that you're going to be there at a particular time, so that she can keep that time free and available for you when you come in. Now, Emma Liggins is going to be there. And again, we have something different. Emma's doing Egyptian runes. Now, I would say, to me, that's like the hieroglyphs, but I don't know enough about this subject to really give you much more information than the fact that she is doing the readings. If you would like to have something different in the way of these Egyptian readings or the rune readings, go to the Adelaide Psychic Fair page, look up Emma's link that we put in there to her page, and then either ask questions of Emma or make an appointment to see her on the weekend. And you may be surprised, and we are more than welcome and open to having you send us a recommendation or something else towards these particular people that we have at any of our markets, honestly. Now, if you're into crystals and objet de stones and what have you, Triple J crystals will be there. They'll be right up the front. So you're more than welcome, as you're walking past, to just come in and have a browse around. There will be some like rose quartz, which are double terminated. There are small stones, medium-sized stones, collection of jewelry items, and some rather unusual ball holders. They look like fish, but you can put very small spheres on the top, and they look absolutely unusual, so something different. Now, if you're looking for a gift for somebody in the upcoming months or getting ready for Christmas, then you can have a talk with Kath from Kath's Candles. Now, she has some beautiful Buddha heads. There are some very nice reeds and fragrances there that are absolutely unbelievable. So if you're looking for something to spice the house up, some fragrance for Christmas or something along that line, go along, have a talk with Kath's Candles and see if she's got the fragrance that you're looking for. If not, then ask her if you can get one made up. I'm sure that Kath would be only too happy to try and help you out where she can. Now, we have an unknown, I guess, for the last one, and that is Kate Douglas, who does a wellness stand. And these are sprays for everything from chakra balancing or balancing of a particular chakra to stress relief, anxiety, pains, aches and what have you. There is a spray for all of these, and Kate normally has the job of running around and explaining what all these sprays does, and she's very good at explaining how to get the best out of them. So if you're looking for something to perk up the house or just spray when you're feeling a little bit depressed or a little bit down during the day, have a talk with Kate, and I'm sure that she will put you onto the right spray. And as well as this, they have the heat packs. So you can get heat packs for the neck, heat packs for the shoulders, heat pack for the waist. They have a multitude of heat packs that are available for all uses, and whether it's medicinal, repairing, remedial, there's a heat pad for everybody. So come along, have a talk with Kate, and I'm sure that she will help you out as much as possible. Now, I think we've just about covered all of the, well, not so much all of the people, but we've covered most of the people that are likely to be there next weekend, which only leaves us with one more week to go, and there is still a chance that we can pick up a couple of new stall holders. There is a space for, I think, 3 or 4, so if anybody knows somebody that wants to try and sort of get some items out there before Christmas, now is the time to be contacting me. I will hide this and put some information up, which is if you would like to contact me about having a stall there, we have just about all of the readers that we need for September. There are still some vacancies for October. But if you have something in the way of beeswax cards, healing, retail objects, which are a little bit different, then give me a call, and we have, I think it's 2 or 3 3x2 meter stalls available, and I think there's 1 3x3 meter stall still available. So with the COVID aspect, if we don't fill those spaces, it's not going to be a terrible thing, because we're gradually building it up. We want to have a full market by Christmas. So we are doing what we can to encourage people to come along and support the people who are making these products, and they are doing their best to keep their business alive. If you feel more comfortable in making inquiries about the markets, then contact me at roy@moonandmask.com.au. I will get an email from you, and I will send out some information on the application process. It's not very long, it's not very involved. We try to keep it as simple as possible. And it's probably best, if you want to get in on the next 3 markets, which is October, November and December, that you make the application ASAP, see what's involved, and then make a commitment to either coming to one of the markets or not. or try and save it for the new year. We have a number of people who have different interests, such as Tartan Rose, who does pagan products. They don't do every market. And we have different people who do oils and the like. So we try to promote an opportunity for people who are doing similar things to come in on different months and show what they have on offer. So we have just a few moments left, I think. And so to that end, I will just run over where and when one more time. The Adelaide Psychic Fair will be held on September the 12th and 13th, next weekend, not the one here that's coming up this week, but 1 week from this Saturday. To that end, you'll need to get to 230 Flinders Street in the city. It's a parking garage. There is no fee to come in, unless you're a stall holder, of course. But it's free entry, but we do ask that when you come in, please sign in. There's hand sanitizer there. There will be wipes. Just sign in, leave a contact, and just put on the side Adelaide Psychic, and that's it, pretty much. You walk in. There's parking next door at the parking bay. You will need to get a ticket. On the roadway, there is parking on Saturday, and on Sunday, if you come in early enough, it's free. So that's an aspect that's free parking. Bring the children, bits and pieces. We hope to see you there. I've enjoyed having a chat with you, and I will keep my eyes open for some new stuff that we can bring you next week. And once that one's over, we will start advertising for the one in October. So please tell your friends, tell your family, come in, Adelaide Psychic Fair, 230 Flinders Street, Saturday and Sunday, 12th and 13th of September, between 10 o'clock and 3 o'clock. We look forward to seeing you there. And I will leave you with one of our symbols. This will be not this month's, but next month's symbol. So please think of that. And I say namaste and have a good weekend. And I hope to catch you next week.